So this video is going to train you how to use Pixler to draw over existing photos. So what you want to do is first grab your seat number iPad and make sure you grab your seat number stylus as well. And then when you take the lid off the stylus, make sure you put it right on the back so you don't lose it. And then when you return the stylus, you just put the lid back on and return it with the lid side up. So go ahead and get your stylus ready. Grab the iPad. If you still need to grab it, pause this video and then press play when you're ready to go. What you're going to do is open up Safari. And the first thing we want to do is in Safari, open up, or in the search bar, I want you to search for the word pumpkin, Pumpkin. Now click on images and then find an image of the pumpkin that you like, because we're going to turn this into a jack-o'-lantern. So find one that works for you. So I like this one. So when you find an image, you're going to press and hold it. When you get this little menu, you're going to hit add to photos. Okay, so press an image, press and hold the image, click add to photos. Double check that it's in your photos by clicking photos, and then you could see it in there. Now what we're going to do is go back to Safari and in the search bar type in Pixler, Pixlr.com. Pixlr.com. Now, there's two different types of Pixler. If you want to keep it simpler, you can go to playful. If you want to go more complex, you can go for advanced. I'm going to show you in the advanced setting. So we're going advanced Pixlr E. On to the left side here, you can see my practices, but on the left side here, we're going to click Open Image, and you're going to hit Photo Library, hit All Photos, and then choose the picture of the pumpkin that you just found and hit Done. If you're still trying to catch up, or if you need to, remember you could go back, replay this video until you're to the same point I am. At this point, we need to create a new layer. Make sure you do not draw on this layer, or else anytime you erase, you're going to erase your original picture. So what we're going to do is over here, we're going to click the plus sign, and we're going to click empty. So we just want a new layer so we can draw on top of this. Now I'm going to turn my iPad the other way because this is a little bit easier to set up. Now I'm going to draw a little jack-o'-lantern face. Down in this corner, I'm going to mess with my colors first. So I want a nice bright yellow to show like the shining part of the jack-o'-lantern from the candle. So mess with your colors to get a bright yellow or whatever color you want. Click OK. And then over here, I'm going to click on the brush tool right here, the brush tool. Now I'm going to go ahead and draw a simple little jack-o'-lantern face, and I don't like how this brush is looking, so I'm going to erase this. So the eraser is just next to the brush, just kitty corner. I'm going to erase what I just drew. I'm going to mess with my brush settings. My brush settings are up here in the top. I'm going to click on that. And then I can mess with the size and I can mess with the softness. So I want hard edges. So I'm going to take the softness all the way down. If you don't mind it looking blurry, like more like spray paint, you can take the softness up, but I'm going to take the softness down because I want hard edges. And I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. That's a good size. Okay, now I'm happy with my brush. So now I'm going to draw my basic outline. I need to switch back to my brush tool. Oh, and I was just messing with my eraser, so I actually need to do the same thing. So you could change your eraser settings and your brush settings. So I'm going to go back to my brush, click on the settings up there, change the softness to nothing, and then make the size a little bit smaller. And now I'm ready to draw. So I'm going to draw my basic little jack-o'-lantern face. I'm not worrying about filling it in yet, just drawing the outlines. Making sure I close off my shapes though, because if I don't close it off, then when I do the next step, it'll kind of look crazy. So I drew my jack-o'-lantern face how I want it. And now what I want to do is I want to fill in these little areas. So I'm going to click on this little paint bucket tool. And then I'm just going to click on where I want to fill. And boom, I filled in my jack-o'-lantern. Last thing I'm going to do is add some dimension. So I'm going to go back to my brush, but this time I'm going to darken my color. And make it a little bit on the orangey side. Perfect. So this is going to show like this jack-o'-lantern has been cut into. So I'm going to zoom in. and I am filling in just parts of my jack-o'-lantern's face, and you can watch this to see the illusion that's going to be created and then choose if you want to do it on your jack-o'-lantern. So I'm just filling in two sides, not all sides or else it won't work, just two sides. So I'm going with the left side and the bottom of all my shapes. Okay, got those. I'm using 2 fingers to pinch and move. I could always zoom in again. Again, I'm going with left sides and then bottom. I accidentally made a mistake, so I am going to go ahead and refill in with my correct color. So I'm going to click the dropper tool, and that's where I can select that color, and then go back to my brush and fix where I accidentally colored wrong. Click my dropper tool again, click the color I was using, back to my brush, and then keep going. Remember, anytime you want to move your canvas, you have to use 2 fingers or else it thinks you want to draw. Okay. So there is my finished little jack-o'-lantern illusion. So when you're done with your picture, this is what you need to do to save it. You go in the top corner, you hit File, and you hit Save. You're going to hit Download, and you're not done. You're not actually going to hit Download here. You're going to hit View. You're going to press and hold and hit Add to Photos. Now, if I click my circle button over here and hit Click Photos, I can see my finished jack-o'-lantern picture. At this point, you can upload it to your Google Drive the same way we upload our project photos. So you can look at the iPad photo stations on how to do that. But that's a quick basic overview of how to draw on photos in Pixler on using your iPads. So remember that when you put these back, you need to take the lid off the back, cover the top, and put it in lid side up into that container up by the iPad cart, and then make sure you plug in your iPad when you return it to the cart.